Good evening, everyone. First of all, thank you, Raghav, for inviting me here, and thank you, Sairam Institutions, for setting this up. Thank you, Dean, sir. I think it's a great initiative. Sir was சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாரோட the 4-year journey-ல ஆக்சுவலாக அவர் சொல்ல வந்தது ஒரு 600 people-லேருந்து ஒரு 30 startups வந்துட்டாங்க, which is like a great thing, more than like 5%, and that's a huge thing in general startup terms. The mortality rate of startups வந்து ஆக்சுவலாக ஹை. ஒரு 1000ல் ஒரு ஸ்டார்ட் அப் வரதான் பெரிய விஷயம். ஒரு 600ல் 30லாம் வந்து பயங்கரமாக சார் டூயிங் கிரேட் ஒர்க் சார். ஸோ கங்க்ராச்சுலேஷன்ஸ் டு யூ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல். ஸோ இன்னைக்கு வந்து ஐ திங்க் ஐ வாண்ட் கீப் இட் பிரீஃப் பிகாஸ் வி ஹவ் அ பேனல் டு டாக் அண்ட் வி வாண்ட் டாக் மோர் அபவுட் ஹாவ் அ மோர் இன்ட்ராக்டிவ் செஷன் ராதர் தென் நாங்கள் என்ன பண்ணோம் அதெல்லாம் சொல்லிக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறத விட இட்ஸ் பெட்டர் வி ஹாவ் அ மோர் இன்ட்ராக்டிவ் செஷன். பட் த டீம் ஆஸ்க்ட் மீ டு கிவ் யூ அ பிரீஃப். ஐ வாஸ் கோனா talk about what Mudal VC has been doing for the last 2 years, and we've officially launched just 2 weeks back as a venture capital firm. And also some of them were asking entrepreneurship பத்தி கொஞ்சம் இன்ஸ்பயர் பண்ணுங்க அப்படிலாம் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. So okay, I just thought I'll give a few slides. So can we just push that? We have a link, I guess. Yeah, I can just slide show it. Okay. So, this is Mudal VC. Is that the one? Can you just go for a second? Yeah, okay, fine. I'll just give Just add some more notes along. I'll just for Yeah. Okay, before I talk about Mudal VC, I just wanted to give a few thoughts about what we're really here about, and just to give you an understanding what is entrepreneurship particularly. And I think நம்ம எல்லாரும் அதை பற்றி நிறைய பேசிகிட்டு இருக்கோம். So what it really is, can anyone say, just நான் டக்குன்னு போயிடுறேன் so that we have enough time for everyone else. Anyone can give me an idea what is entrepreneurship? Solving problems. Then anyone?
Building a business out of solving problems.
Sure. Okay. See, the real thing is, it's only 3 things. Entrepreneurship is basically you find a problem that many people have, find a unique solution, and trade value for money. This is the base. And the most important part of that is this unique solution. That's the difference between businesses and entrepreneurship. Because businesses focus on building products and services on existing systems. And entrepreneurship is about innovation. You change something that has not been here and you create something new. Like for example, we have a funny example. நீங்கள் வந்து ஒரு இட்லி கடை வச்சுருக்கீங்க. இந்த இட்லியில் 2 இட்லி வந்து 20 ரூபாய்க்கு விற்கிறீங்கன்னா, அதே இடத்துல நீங்கள் ஒரு இட்லி கடை வச்சிங்கன்னா that is business. And you sell it for even let's say 15 rupees. You're still cheaper, but அது இட்லி கடை தான், அது பிஸ்னஸ் தான். பட் லெட்ஸ் சே இன்னொருத்தர் இட்லி கடை வச்சிருக்காரு. நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணுறீங்க, அதே கரண்டி மாவுக்கு சின்ன சின்ன இட்லியாக போட்டு பேக் பண்ணி கீயும் சாம்பாரும் ஊற்றி பேக் பண்ணி நெய் இட்லி 35 ரூபாய்க்கு விற்றீங்கன்னா அது entrepreneurship. Because same raw material you're creating an innovative product and solution which customers would want. And that is the basic difference between a business and an entrepreneur. Okay, the second most point is why entrepreneurship. Okay, why do we really need to do this? And I have a very particular 2 most important points. A lot of people say it in different ways, but the most important point is, yes, we are problem solvers. We are the ones who actually take issues in the society and solve it. The second most important contribution from an entrepreneur is a nation builder. Nation protector na we tell the army, we tell our military forces, and we have to salute them. But nation builders are entrepreneurs. ஏன்னா சிம்பிள் எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்கிறேன். இப்போ நீங்கள் வந்து ஒரு பிஸ்னஸ் ரன் பண்ணுறீங்க, ஒரு கோடி ரூபா அந்த பிஸ்னஸ் பண்ணுதுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. லெட்ஸ் சே 1 crore in revenue and you have 40 employees. இந்த 40 employeesக்கு நீங்கள் 40 லட்ச ரூபா சேலரி கொடுக்குறீங்க. அந்த எம்ப்ளாயீஸ் வந்து அவங்க வீட்டில் போய் ரெண்ட் கட்டுவாங்க, அவங்க மளிகை சாமான் வாங்குவாங்க, they'll go for entertainment, they'll put petrol for their cars and bikes. இந்த எல்லா காசும் திருப்பியும் ஈகோசிஸ்டம்க்கு தான் போகுது, திருப்பியும் சமூகத்துக்கு போகுது. அவங்க அதை எடுத்து டேக்ஸ் கட்டுறாங்க. இந்த டேக்ஸ் கட்டி சமூகத்துக்கு போகும்போது அந்தந்த கிராசரி பீப்புளோட அந்த பீப்புளும் காசு வருது. ஸோ யூ மேக் த ஹோல் எக்கானமி churn. நேஷன் பில்டிங்னாலே ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஷிப் தான். ஹலோ செக் கட் ஆயிடுச்சு. Check. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So, if you want to contribute to the nation, the one thing that I would say, you are very patriotic, become an entrepreneur. Avladhaan. It's the most patriotic thing to do for your state, for your country, even for the world. Try to become an entrepreneur if you want to contribute, because you make the whole economy churn and you actually impact more people than you can ever in your entire life individually. Okay. The third point before I go into this is, we talked about why entrepreneurship, then we talked about what is entrepreneurship, why, and then the most important third part is entrepreneurs actually build brands, and that's where we are really focused on Mudal VC also. Why brands? I'll tell you one simple example. Okay, இதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒன்று சொல்கிறேன், இன்னொரு கிளாரிட்டி ஆல்சோ. இன்வென்டர்ஸ்க்கும் இனோவேட்டர்ஸ்க்கும் ஒரு முக்கிய டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் இருக்குது. entrepreneurs are not inventors, they're innovators. Simple example, invention. இப்போ நம்ம, ladies are all here, we all have acne problems, skin issues, இதுக்கு ஏஜ் ஓல்டு சொல்யூஷன் வந்து மஞ்சள் இல்லையா? ஆனால் கரண்ட் ஜென்ரேஷனில் இருக்கிற எந்த விமெனும் மஞ்சள் பூசுறது இல்லை. ஏன்? நான் இன்கன்வீனியன்ட், அதை தொடர்றதுக்கு ஒரு மாதிரியா இருக்குது, தேர் ஷை, இட்ஸ் நாட் லைக் அ ஸ்டாட்டஸ் ஈக்வாலிட்டி, ஸோ they don't touch it. ஆனால் மஞ்சள் 5 ரூபா தான். பட் அதே மஞ்சளை க்ரீமாக போட்டு டியூப்பில் விற்று வீக்கோ டர்மரிக் க்ரீம்னு போட்டாங்கன்னா அதை போடுறாங்க, அது அமேசானில் $12. அதே மஞ்சள் தான். இன்வென்ஷன், இனோவேஷன், and entrepreneurs need to be innovative. That's very, very important, guys. I just want to give you that clarity. Second, the entrepreneurs build brands. ஏன் பிராண்ட் ரொம்ப முக்கியம்? நம்ம நிறைய பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம், build brands, keep building brandsன்னு. ஏன்னா ஜாக்கி அண்ட் ஹேன், you know these two brands, especially guys, எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும். அது போன எக்ஸாம்பிள் விமென்ட்னா இது நமக்கு. இந்த 2 பிராண்ட் இல்லாமல் நம்ம டெய்லி வேற இல்லை. இன கார்மெண்ட்ஸ், they do 50,000 crores in revenue annually, கிட்டத்தட்ட $5 to $6 billion. பட் இவங்க எல்லாம் தயாரிக்கிறது நம்ம ஊர் திருப்பூரில். The entire ecosystem is built here. But we don't get that 50,000 crores into the ecosystem. ஏன்னா நம்ம அதுக்கு லேபராக ஒர்க் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். நம்ம ஒரு கார்மெண்ட்டுக்கு எவ்வளோன்னு கூலியில் காசு வாங்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். We don't own the brand, we don't own the IP of the brand. ஸோ அவன் அதுக்கு பிராண்டிங் மார்க்கெட்டிங் பண்ணி நம்மளோட எஃபர்ட்டெல்லாம் எடுத்து அவன் சம்பாதிச்சுட்டு அவன் கிளம்பிட்டான். நம்ம இன்னும் அந்த ஈக்குவாலிட்டிக்கு சண்டை போட்டுட்டு இருக்கோம் இங்கே. ஸோ அன்லெஸ் வி பில்ட் பிராண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் வி ஓன் த ஐபி, லைக் ராமராஜ் கான்டென்ட்ஸ், அவங்க எப்படி பண்ணாங்க? தி இனோவேஷன் பார்த்தீங்களா? வேஷ்டி இருக்கணும், ட்ரெடிஷ்னலாக இருக்கணும், ஆனால் ஒட்டிக்கோ கட்டிக்கோன்னு போட்டு ஃபுல் மார்க்கெட்டிங் தூக்கிட்டாரு. இப்போ ராமராஜ் வேஷ்டி இல்லாமல் நம்ம யாருமே நார்மல் வேஷ்டினா கூட ராமராஜ் தான் போகிறோம். ஒட்டிக்கோ கட்டிக்கோ இருக்கோ இல்லையோ, வெல்க்ரோ கான்செப்ட் இல்லையோ, the brand is being built and it is fully to us. And we need to build that, guys. So if you're trying to become an entrepreneur, I'm sure many of you guys are here, students and founders, think about building a brand that you can sustain. And the added advantage for an entrepreneur is, if you build it very well, the brand will work for you. You don't need to work after 10 years. If you build it, it will work while you're sleeping. That's the power of brands. So with that, I just wanted to give that base idea and then move on to what we are doing at Mudal VC. So Mudal VC basically is a TN-focused idea stage adventure capital. And this is what we call ourselves. Okay, why this? இது ஏன் நாங்கள் சொல்கிறோம் அப்படின்றது சொல்கிறோம். TN-focused. We are the only, or one of the only venture capital firms is now taking a geographical focus rather than a sector focus. Most venture capitals வந்து ஸ்பேஸ் எடுப்பாங்க, AI எடுப்பாங்க, SaaS எடுப்பாங்க, ஃபுட் எடுப்பாங்க, ரீட்டெயில்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரி. We are being sector agnostic right now. We want to be geographically focused. So we only invest and mentor companies that are originated from Tamil Nadu. And I think it's very important that we have focused people working in geographies to build the ecosystem at the base level. So we're TN focused because it also aligns with our social mission. We have a social mission of trying to push entrepreneurship and achieve $1 trillion economy for the Tamil Nadu GDP. So அதுக்கு இது ரொம்ப அலைன் ஆகுது. ரெண்டாவது, ஐடியா ஸ்டேஜ் அட்வென்ச்சர் கேபிட்டல். ஏன் அட்வென்ச்சர் கேபிட்டல் பர்டிகுலராக சொல்கிறோன்னா, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but venture capitalன்ற வார்த்தையே வந்து adventure capitalலேருந்து தான் வருது. ஆக்சுவலாக in the early, the way it started it was called adventure because it is risk taking, significantly high risk. அதனால it's an adventurous journey-லேருந்து venture capital வந்தது. And why we say that is because we are working with entrepreneurs, we are betting with entrepreneurs who are unconventional, extremely passionate, and predominantly from tier 2, tier 3 cities. And they do not meet the investment criteria of typical VCs. Stand but very, very passionate. In fact, maybe way more persistent than probably Chennai founders itself. Because I've met these people. But what they lack are the basics. They don't know how to pitch, they don't know how to start, how to take an idea and build it into a business. And that is where we come in. We come at the idea stage level. So we always start with coach. So we are a coach first, capital second model, Mari. And then we work with them in building the businesses, building the PMF. And then once they're ready, we scale them and fund them. So our vision. So we most of our initiatives, we have this one big branch vision, branch goal, which is called $1 trillion economy for Tamil Nadu. So there are various ways to hit that. Now Tamil Nadu's goal is to do $1 trillion economy. அவங்களே ஸ்டேட் விஷனை டிக்ளேர் பண்ணாங்க. அதை அவங்களுக்கு சொன்னதில் அதில் சாம்பியன் பண்ணதில் we have our foundation Dream Tamil Nadu has a big say in it. We were the ones who proposed it to them and they've been kind enough to accept it and declare it as a state vision. So அங்கேருந்து how do we achieve that அப்படின்றதுக்கு we have certain metrics. We really believe that we have to build global brands out of Tamil Nadu to achieve it. ஏன்னா இப்போ ரஃபாக தமிழ்நாடுகிட்ட வந்து ஒரு 150 brands இருக்காங்க who are contributing significantly into the GDP. We have Sairam's institution is a brand. We have SRM. We have Arun Ice Creams. We have Ramaraj Cotton. We have Kiss Flow, Freshworks, ChargeBee, things like that. In the 150, 500 brands ஆக்கிட்டானாலே இந்த $1 trillion economy achieve ஆகிடும். அவ்வளோதான். It's ஒரு crude math தான். But we need to build that. And how do we think we can build global brands? By pushing mass entrepreneurship. And this mass entrepreneurship வந்து இன்க்ளூசிவாக இருக்கும். சும்மா சென்னையில் பண்ண முடியாது நம்ம. It has to happen in Ramanathapuram, it has to happen in கடலூர், காஞ்சிபுரம், எல்லா டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்லையும் ஆனாதான் ஒரு 15,000 பேரை டச் பண்ணாதான் நம்ம ஒரு 100 பேரையாவது இம்பாக்ட் பண்ணி பிராண்ட் பில்ட் பண்ண முடியும். So this is our vision and we are working towards that. And our process, so how do we do that is, for the last 2 years we have an accelerator called Idea Pattare. I don't know, some of you may know about it. So we have a very intense accelerator program where we meet founders, entrepreneurs for our first workshop. And the workshop is basically consists of 2 sessions. First session is a knowledge sharing session where we talk about how to start a startup. Second is a pitch session where the founder gives their idea and pitches and presents. And we do a very intense tear-down workshop with them on the viability of that business and its idea. If they perform well, they graduate to one-on-one mentoring with us. And the one-on-one mentoring, we meet them on a bi-weekly basis and build the business along with them. What is the idea? How do we get the product market fit for that? What is the go-to-market strategy? And we almost co-found the company with them. And once we believe, we get the confidence from the entrepreneur, the clarity of the idea, and how we can help them, we offer them our fellowship. And then along with which comes our first check of funding. And this is how we've been working. And so in the last 2 years, we've touched about 1,000 startups in our funnel. We actively mentor about 70 to 80. And we've funded about 15 companies from that. So that's been our journey. Next. So our criteria is we do first check basis. So anywhere between 5 lakh to 1 crore is our ticket size. It's on the relatively smaller size because we're trying to do a volume approach more than a quality one. Sector agnostic. முன்னாடியே சொல்லிட்டேன். So coach first, capital second. This is our DNA. Capital is available now, guys. The problem is coaching. We need people to help the ecosystem, help the entrepreneurs get to that journey, build communities, and get them through that 0 to 1. The biggest problem right now is the VC world and the funding world has matured into taking $1 million companies to multi-billion-dollar companies. But the problem in our ecosystem is that we don't have the 0 to 1 problem. We have a 0 to 1 problem. We don't have the ecosystem to support the 0 to 1. So our infant mortality rate and startup mortality rate 80% இருக்கு. It's very high. So அது ஐடியாலேருந்து ஒரு பிஸ்னஸ் ஆரம்பிக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி அது ஃபெயிலியர் ஆகிடுது. ஏன்னா ஃபண்டிங் வரதில்லை, ecosystem support இல்லை. So we're trying to solve that. The problem right now is the VC world has matured into taking $1 million, $2 million revenue இருக்கிறவங்கள 10 to 20 and make them into $1 billion unicorns. And for India that doesn't work. They have a Silicon Valley model and அங்க நிறைய இருக்காங்க. And that market is matured 40-50 years ஆயிடுச்சு. We are at the early stages of building that ecosystem, so we need more people helping people to start the business and get it to that 0 to 1. So we are focused on doing the 0 to 1, which requires coaching and mentorship. and we have a geography focus. Anyways, invested duration, generally VC cycles are like 7 to 10 years. We don't really have a cycle right now. We're really founder driven than capital driven. So when the founder wins, we basically say we win with them. That's all. Next. This is just a structure. So our first round is that idea stage round. It's mostly from family sources. We're not looking at LPs or anything. So it's roughly a 25 crore fund, which we're going to put across 50 companies. We already put 15. And once they mature, we want to get we want to partner with LPs in the second round, which will be a 100 crore raise. And that time, family sources in particular, these are highly risk profiled companies because very early stage. So the risk is significant, and we don't want to share that risk to our LPs who want to work with us. The metrics won't work. We want to build these tribe of founders and entrepreneurs. Some of you are here. We'd love to work with you, and take them to a sizable space where most of that risk is mitigated. So the next level of people can come, take these entrepreneurs and build them to the next journey and build them to the next big companies. So we believe we have a very flexible model, very similar to the Y Combinator model. So we believe we are building the Y Combinator of Tamil Nadu. Next. So this is some of our portfolios. I think that's the last slide. But we have someone like Amura is in the healthcare space. They're doing really great. Diversity is in biotech, ed sciences. Booking Bee is an AI booking platform. Mean City Mushroom are in the food space. Pick My Ad is an influencer management. Social Gallery is it's an AI world's first AI photo gallery app. Inspection One is a SaaS product in auto industry. CorrectMate, I think it's for institutions. We're the world's first AI exam correction for handwritten exam papers. So basically, you just scan the paper. It will AI mulima. It will just read the handwriting and give you the correct corrections and exit it out. So 10 teachers ukkaandu 600 papers correct பண்றது 30 minutes la பண்ணிடும். That's the tech they've built, and it works phenomenally. They're mostly focused in the UPSC exam market right now. They're doing 3 pilots with the government, and they're going to launch soon. So we are personally mentoring them. It's a great product. Trashbotics is in waste management AI. Bad Boy is a very ambitious project. Some of the people who have come to our launch, they know we're building the world's first electric super trike, reverse trike. It's a 3-wheeler system. And we had some very good launch on it. So we are doing a luxury product on 3-wheelers. Right now, India is most focused on using electric for economical transportation, but we are looking at luxury personal mobility. So it's on the other side of the spectrum, and we're hoping that somewhere we would make a really cool dent in the universe. And these 3 are Charge IMOCA presentations are earlier investments. We just wanted to put that out there. That's it. Next. Yeah, that's our leadership team, and this is the 3 of us. Suresh Amandam sir, other than general partner is my father, so we have a great visionary on board, and Arun is heading investment strategies for this, and I'm spearheading the whole project for mentorship. And so I'm really excited to be here, and hopefully we can inspire and work together with many of these founders and take Tamil Nadu and you guys to the next level. So that's about it. So thank you guys. Talk soon. Just check our website if you have any other questions.